No, not evening. Night, everybody. What's up, guys? AW here, and hope you're all having a good Tuesday, September, the third day of September already. Yeah, we're already 3 days in of September, man. Feels like, it still feels like a little bit of summer, right? What's up? What's up, guys? I hope you're all doing good tonight. I really do. We got a big week. We got a Beetlejuice at the end of the week. So yeah, Beetlejuice at the end of the week. Beetlejuice end of the week. Let's see what the chat has to say. Oh, shut up, Red. Go. You need to calm down. You need to calm down. NXT isn't over yet. I don't care about NXT right now. I care about my show. My show. My show. You're too early. Relax. Relax. All right. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Do all that. Okay, so tonight, man, we're going to go over John Campea tonight. Okay. So, yeah, we got 3 minutes. Yeah, I did start this out for 10 o'clock. I did. But you know, I decided to start early, a little bit early, not that much early, just a little bit early. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Go over John Campea. So this John Campea, this is referring to. Well, okay, okay. Don't tell me. Yeah, I can tell you to relax. I am. Okay, so Campea has been having internet problems with his internet provider had the past few days. Okay. As you all know, he's been having internet issues the past few days. So with this, we're originally going to do this topic. Shut up, Streamlabs. Exactly. Shut up, Streamlabs. Originally with this topic, we were going to do this on Saturday night with this topic. Okay? But his internet kept getting in the way. Sorry about that. Okay? And this is his mic, open mic. He does it on the weekends, doesn't do weekdays. So he decided to do I guess a video on it. Excuse me again. Okay, he decided to do a video. All right, so and he was going to do it Sunday, and then he was going to do it. No, he was going to do it Sunday, and I was going to wait till later tonight, later that night on Sunday after NXT No Mercy, to do it. But that never happened because his internet. He never solved his internet. And if you've been paying attention to the Campea show, his Campea show was not live yesterday. It was video. It was video, and then they uploaded it. Today he did not do a show. Okay. Okay. He So yeah, so he had his John Campea show. It was sorry for that. He had his John Campea show. It was tape, not live, and he uploaded it. The whole show and the segments. Today, no show at all. He didn't do anything today, but he did upload his open mic. that was originally planned for the weekend, and that's what we're going to go over tonight. It's the open mic and see what's to say more about the Fantastic Four. Now, remember 2 or 3 weeks ago, it might have been 3 weeks ago, me and Blinded, we went over his Fantastic Four stuff, and we couldn't hear what was coming out of the man's mouth. We were flabbergasted with what he had to say coming out of the man's mouth. Seriously, we were just like, what the hell is he talking about? Are you serious? Are you kidding me? This guy gives bad takes. What the hell is this guy talking about? Now that's 2 or 3 weeks ago. 2 or 3 weeks ago. Let me check briefly how long ago that was. I'm checking briefly. 11 days. 2 weeks ago. It's 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. That's when we did those back-to-back videos. Okay? And now, 2 weeks later, we're going to go over more Campea stuff. And see what he has to say about this on open mic. Now, I don't know how long it is. I never watched this. But we're going to take a look. Okay? So, here is open mic with John Campea. Now, we're not going to do the whole thing. It is an hour and 10 minutes, so we're not going to do the whole thing. We're just going to do the Fantastic Four. And you see Pedro Pascal in the Fantastic Four costume. And that's not, obviously, that's thumbnail made, because we know that's not the costumes that we've seen for this movie so far on set. All right, so let's take a look. Shall we? Let's take a look. All right, here we go.
Well, greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back to the channel for this installment of Open Mic, the show where the mic is open, the floor
is
yours. What do you guys want to talk about? That is what we are here to do today. I'm, of course, your host, John.
And look, he's wearing a Star Wars hat.
John Campea. Now, a little note that some of you may have noticed that normally, always, Open Mic is a live stream, and we take live questions from our audience. Now, this past weekend, I'm recording this on Monday, September 2nd.
So he recorded this yesterday. Okay. Yesterday he recorded this. Okay. So yeah, he recorded this yesterday. On Labor Day.
Weekend we tried to do an open mic and we got things started and a bunch of people sent in questions, but Spectrum, our internet service provider, who are terrible and nobody should ever use Spectrum. They're awful. They're the worst. But internet companies have a monopoly, and in our neighborhood, Spectrum's the only place that can give us internet. So we're stuck with them. But they've had a technical problem in our neighborhood. We've had our upload speeds have been too slow for us to be able to live stream. And so we had to cancel the live stream, even though we had already started it. So what we are going to do here today, as I'm pre-recording this, is answer all those questions that people sent in during the live stream before we had to cancel it. So,
all right.
Now, before we get to that, though, I had to talk about this. This past weekend, my wife Ann and I, we go to the Hollywood Bowl a lot. Like we go every year for the John Williams concert. We also go to the special Star Wars in concert, Return of the Jedi in concert, movies in concert. We love those where like the LA Philharmonic comes on stage and plays the music as they're showing the movie on the screen, and they played the music live to it. We love those. Well, this weekend,
let's talk about the Fantastic Four.
They did the first ever Marvel's Infinity Saga in concert. And it was at the Hollywood Bowl. And for the first time that I've ever seen them do, maybe they've done it before, I've just never seen it done. You see the band shell? They actually use projectors to not only have movies on the screens, but whatever was going on the screen, they had these projectors mimicking it, what's going on. Like you see all
Here's
the
the thing, though. Nobody talks about the Marvel scores, though. Like they're epic, or epic, or yeah, epic, or monumental, or special. Nobody talks about Marvel scores. That's the one thing MCU that nobody really talks about them is the scores. It's really not much, not much, not much. The one thing about the MCU is that they really don't. People really don't talk about the scores about the MCU films or TV shows. Nobody really like. Nobody really does. I mean, I haven't. When we talk scores, when it comes to comic book movies, with comic books, we talk about well, the original Batman, even the Dark Knight, is Superman, Spider Man, but X Men. Well, not X Men, but nobody really talks about MCU scores. The only scores that are good is actually the Avengers scores. That's it. And a lot of Marvel films use use they use bands in the film. Like the Guardians, the soundtrack to Guardians is not their own stuff. The soundtrack to Thor is not their own things. If you get my drift, you get my point. There's nothing really special about the MCU scores. Nothing really that special. There's no like song. There's no like score in the MCU is like it gets your heart pumping like the Dark Knight is or the Batman. The first two Batman movies did. Dun, 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 or Superman, the class. It's like no, Marvel doesn't have that. In my opinion, guys. I don't know how you guys feel, but in my opinion, Marvel really doesn't have that. Those epic scores. It's really one of the weak. It's really one of their weakest suit of the MCU. All right, where you?
Infinity Stones on the band shell there. They would do that to go along with it. They had fireworks and they had dancers. And it basically was a 2.5 hour concert, maybe even closer to 3 hours, of going through the Infinity Saga. Not every single movie, but starting with Iron Man, Captain America First Avenger, Thor, a couple of other.
Yeah, even Iron Man score, man. Like, come on. Da, 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 da.
Characters really quickly. Then in the second half, after the emission, they jumped right into Infinity War. Well, actually, I think they started with Guardians of the Galaxy, then they went to Infinity War, and then Endgame. And it was powerful, and it was moving, and it was awesome. We loved it. We loved it so much that we went Friday night to the concert, and we went Saturday. And actually, I want to share with you just a quick little clip
Oh,
here
am I going to get hit? No,
that we recorded.
Nah.
This is when they were doing Black Panther. And they actually got the percussionist from the soundtrack to come out. Anyway, here, I'll play a bit of it here. So here you see it. And the dude doing the drum was like just absolutely awesome. They had the choir there as well, with the scene from the movie playing up on the screen. It was emotional, it was powerful, it was absolutely moving. We loved it. We had just such a great time at it. And here's the great news about it, is that they said Kevin Feige came out on stage and did the preamble, but they also said this is the first time we're doing it, but in the upcoming year, we're going to be taking Marvel's The Infinity Saga in concert all over the world. So all I can say to you is keep an eye open for what.
So that's going all over the world. So it's not just going to be in LA.
Whatever city you live in, whatever country you live in, whatever part of the world you live in, keep an eye open for when Marvel's The Infinity Saga concert is coming to your area. Even if you have to travel a day or something like that, it is so worth it. It was a wonderful time. And yeah, we had an absolute blast at it. It was absolutely crazy. All right. Anyway, before we get to the questions that people sent in, I want to bring this up and this is.
Okay. So they're gonna bring that concert's gonna go on the road. I see how it is. That concert's gonna go on the road. Okay. I see how it is, man. Okay. Are you gonna go, guys? Are you gonna go? Are you guys gonna go and watch that concert? If it does come to your town, would you watch that concert? If it does come to your town, will you watch that concert, guys? Now, why is there nobody in the chat talking? Talk! Talk in the chat. And why is it? Why is it no? I guess it's school and stuff. Yeah, you bumps. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, guys. I'm really kidding with you guys there. Okay. All right. Let's go on some more. Let's talk some more. Let's talk some more. All right, guys? Let's go on some more and more. Let's continue this stream. There's not a lot of people today for some reason.
Kind of has something to do with that Marvel Infinity Saga concert, because after they finished the concert and they finished Endgame, a surprise guest, Michael Giacchino, the composer, came running out on stage in this Fantastic Four jacket and said, if everybody can just wait 4 more minutes, we've got one more thing for you. And they played, if you guys follow and subscribe to my channel, you saw that I put this up on the channel.
Yeah.
They played the official score for Fantastic Four. And it's great. It's a great score. But that got me thinking a lot about just how big can Fantastic Four be? And the reason I ask is because I've been saying for a while, I think Fantastic Four will be big, and I think it'll be a hit. But I really don't think it's going to be a monster hit. Like, I don't think it's going to make...
I think it's going to be a monster. My hot take here, I think it is going to be a monster hit. I think Fantastic Four is going to be a monster hit, though. I really, really do. I think Fantastic Four is going to be a huge monster hit. Okay? I think he's wrong. I think it's going to be a huge hit. Fantastic Four. Bigger. I think he's underestimating this. I think he's really underestimating this movie. Okay? Big time. I really do think he's underestimating this movie. I think he's really underestimating this movie. Hey, Red, what's up? You're back? Good to see you back. I think he's really underestimating this movie making a lot of money.
800 million or $1 billion, because not a lot of people read Fantastic Four. It's not...
He's going to piggyback on that. Piggyback on that. Piggy's back on not a lot of people read Fantastic Four. Hey, not a lot of people read Captain Marvel. That made $1 billion. Not a lot of people read Thor. That made 700, 800 million. Not a lot of people read Black Panther. That made billion, 800 million. Not a lot of people read Guardians. Guardians did not make billion, but Guardians made a lot of money. Come on, John. Come on, John. Thank you. Red is right. Red is right. Fantastic Four is going to do good at the box office. Red is right. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about, John Campea. Oh, nobody reads Fantastic Four. Nobody reads Fantastic Four. I showed the list of why nobody reads Fantastic Four. Oh, shut up. We saw that list. That proved what was number one? Who was number one in that list? Who was number one on that list? A character, a title for Marvel named Doom. Doom, who is a Fantastic Four villain, who is Robert Downey Jr., who's coming back. If I remember correctly, Doom was on that list. It was number one. We looked at the list. Me and Blinded. Everybody in the chat saw the list. Me and Blinded dissect it. We dissect the fucking list. Doom was. I remember Doom was number one. Doom was number one. Okay? Doom was freaking number one. I don't know what John Campea was thinking. Okay? Guys are.
Not a particularly popular comic book. I mean, historically, it's iconic, yes, but in the last 15 years, hardly anybody reads the comic books. They have very low sales numbers.
That's not. I'm gonna tell you one thing. That's not really a telling of how successful the movie's gonna be. Right? Okay. It's the low sales of the comics is not really a sign of how of the movie not banking. Okay, that's not a sign, man. There's other characters that are not popular in MCU have done well at the box office. Okay, very well box office wise. Very well. So, and this guy doesn't read comics. He doesn't read comics anymore. He doesn't know.
They have had 3 other movies come out, granted by another studio, but still they've had 3 other Fantastic Four movies. 4 if you want to count the Corman one, but we'll just stick with the other 3. And none of those were loved by the public. So there's a bad taste in the mouth for the general movie going on. It's about Fantastic Four. They've had 3 different goes at it. None of them were particularly successful. It's
Yeah, but this is different. This is different. This is different, man. This is different. Marvel doing a Fantastic Four movie is different. Marvel Studios doing a Fantastic Four movie is just different. Okay, it's different. It's a different feeling. Okay. It's because when people got the word that, oh my god, Marvel's making a Fantastic Four movie, people were excited, and then people were running me, yeah, they'll do Fantastic Four justice. They'll do Fantastic Four justice. People were like that. People were like that excited for the film. That excited for the film. Okay, People were excited the fact that this film is going to, that Marvel Studios is finally get their hands on Fantastic Four and they could do what they want with it, with the property. Finally, after 2015, that bomb of a movie, that disgrace of a movie, no less. I don't know what that was. It's just that once people heard that Fantastic Four was once Marvel Studios acquired the Fox, right? And there people are like, "Oh my God, they got the Fantastic Four! Finally, finally, finally! They're gonna do something. They're gonna do something with the Fantastic Four. It's gonna be in good hands. They're not gonna butcher the Fantastic Four, unlike the Fox universe did, like the Fox universe, which butchered the Fantastic Four movie. Okay, butchered the Fantastic Four movie, butchered it greatly. Okay, that movie was a disgrace. That movie should have been burnt and should have been lit on fire, man. That's how bad of a movie that was. Yeah, I'm going hardcore, guys. I'm going a little extreme. I'm sorry if I'm going extreme there, guys. I don't feel bad about it. I'm just saying how I feel. And where's the people, man? I want more people in the chat, guys. Come on, come on. Usually it's more active. Maybe it's just because it's Tuesday. Oh, thank you. There's finally more people. All right, finally more people are popping up. Come talk, guys. Talk, 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 talk. Okay. I'm glad you're all here, guys. I'm glad you're all here. So, all right. So, Blinded is not going to join us tonight, if you're wondering. But let's continue.
It's not a highly read comic book. And again, while I believe this
Wrong.
can be big,
Wrong.
and while I believe it will be successful, I don't know that it'll be like 800 million big, 900 million, $1 billion big, right? That's what I've been.
I he's really. I hope he's really downplaying this. I don't. He claims he's a Fantastic Four fan, but I think he's bullshitting here. I don't think he is a Fantastic Four fan. Yeah, I know Red. Usually there's more people. I don't know where Degrassi is. I don't know where Sideways. I don't know where George, my friend George is. Uh, Others. Get Cynic in here, man. Get Cynic in here. Tell Cynic to come in here. Or Wizard or somebody like come on. Or Anthony or Janong. Somebody. Come on. I wonder if there's people on that I know that might. All right. All right. Let's continue. Let's continue anyway.
Saying. But man, I gotta say that seeing the response online to like even just the theme now getting out there and seeing more and more following the social media tracking on
Or is he
the
changing
social
his
media mentions of
tune?
Fantastic Four whenever
Is he
something comes
changing
up
his
about
tune
it.
on the film?
I have to
Is he changing
admit
his tune?
that even I am now starting to wonder.
No, no. You know who's turning into the Red Hawk? I'll tell you who's turning into the Red Hawk. His the guy who works for him. What's his name? Jonathan. Jonathan's turning into the Red Hawk, but he's not on this stream because this is a mic, so he's not here, so he won't be around. But Jonathan, the other guy who works with him on his show, he might be turning into the Hawk. Yeah, I'm just letting you know. He might be the Hawk. Let's see.
Just how big can this movie be? Because while it is still true that they've had 3 bad movies, there's a bad taste in the mouth of
Not you, buddy. Not you. We're not talking about you, man. We're talking about his face. Wait. Are you turning into the Red Hawk, Red? Are you turning into him?
the general movie-going audience about Fantastic Four. There's not a lot of hardcore fans that follow Fantastic Four. It doesn't have big comic book sales numbers, all that kind of stuff. While
Oh man, 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 man. John, fucking Campea. John, Guardians of the Galaxy were much less popular than the Fantastic Four. People fell in love with them. Fantastic Four would do well. More popular than the Guardians of the Galaxy ever were. Fantastic Four would do well. More well known, more recognizable, more marketable. They would. Okay? Look at Guardians of the Galaxy, man. Come on. Come on, John. You could easily say the same thing for the Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy. Actually, it would have made a better point for Guardians of the Galaxy, honestly, though. Honestly. Oh yeah, you were. You were, man. You were. You were. That's true. You definitely were. Red, you were. You were. Continue, guys. Let's continue this.
all that is true, you still have to take into account the excitement level that now it's back at Marvel.
Are you listening to me, Funny Campia? Maybe,
Right? Now Marvel
maybe you watched those two streams that me and Blind did on you, buddy. Maybe you watched them because we were calling you out on that bullshit. Okay, we were calling you on that bullshit, Campia.
is doing Fantastic Four, something that the other 3 did not have. We've got a brand new, fresh cast. The last Fantastic Four movie did too, but I think this one's got a little bit more enthusiasm behind it.
Maybe.
Obviously, being led by Pedro Pascal. You have a fantastic director, Matt Shakman, directing the film, who, of course, did what I still believe is the best Disney Plus series they've ever done, which is WandaVision. He did that. Now he's doing this. I got to tell you, it's making me look. I'm not now saying that I think that Fantastic Four is going to be $1 billion film. I'm not. But I'm starting to wonder if it might be bigger than I was anticipating. Again, we've got a long way to go. The movie's almost a year away. We still got to see what the marketing campaign is going to
Oh, we got
be.
10
We
people.
still got to see how good the
Hey
movie is,
guys,
right?
what's
Like
up?
just like we were saying with Deadpool, it's really all going to depend on how good or bad the movie is. If the movie's another stinker, it'll be lucky to make 500 million. If it's great,
Hey guys.
maybe it can get to that $500 million number. Maybe even more than that. I mean, I don't know. It's just, I have to admit, I'm starting to wonder. I'm starting.
So he started to slowly change his view on the Fantastic Four. He's starting. So he's starting to change his view on Fantastic Four. Okay, he's starting to change his view. He might be. He's thinking like, oh my god, I might be wrong on this film. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. Blind might be in the chat. If he wants on, I'm gonna invite him on. If I'll ask him first if he wants on. But he might be changing his view on this movie. Well, nobody watches Collider anymore, man. Don't worry about him. Don't worry about Collider. But he is kind of changing his view on it, isn't he? Hmm.
To wonder. So my question is for you guys. What do you think? Are you of the, one side of the brain mind that, Fantastic Four is not that popular of a property? It's had 3 other movies. None of them did particularly well. They were bad and left a bad taste in the audience's mouth. Or are you the other side of the brain? It's now home at Marvel. It's a brand new, fresh start. Great cast, great director. There's a new enthusiasm for it. I don't know. How big do you think
Shut up. He
the
doesn't
new
work with him
Fantastic Four can
anymore.
be? We're a little under a year away from it, so we still got a long ways to go. But I'm just curious to know what you guys think. Whatever you guys think,
Campea, buddy.
jump down to the comment section below and let me know your thoughts.
Campea. Come on. It's obvious. People are excited for this. Have you been paying attention on the internet? Have you been paying attention? Have you been what the most MCU movie people have been talking about of the upcoming year is not Captain America, it is not Thunderbolts, it's freaking Fantastic Four. Have you been living in a bubble? That's what they're talking about the most, man. It's Fantastic Four. I'll send him an invite. But come on, Campea. I'll send him an invite if he wants to come on. If he wants to come on. But come on, Campea. It's obvious who people are excited for this, man. Comic-Con. Do you see how much hype there was at Comic-Con? Please, Campea, don't be an idiot. Don't be an idiot. You're better than this, man. Come on. If I can see it, so can you, buddy. So can you. If I can see it, you can see this. You can see it. You can see this movie doing very, very well at the box office. Man, when they announced Fantastic Four for 2 freaking years, it's been hype. Oh, who's gonna play Mr. Fantastic? Who's gonna play Sue Storm? Remember, they had a bunch of so-called scoopers. If you pay attention to scoopers, they had scoopers saying, "Oh, Adam Driver is gonna play Reed Richards." Oh. Jake Gyllenhaal might end up playing Reed Richards. Oh wait, Margot Robbie is Sue Storm. Who else is Sue Storm? People that were saying. Uh, Apparently Emma Stone turned it down. Who else they say about Sue Storm? I forget who else they said about Sue Storm. I'll think of somebody. Okay. Remember that. Remember that, guys? Remember for 2 freaking years, since Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Oh, who's gonna? Oh my God, who's gonna be Reed Richards? Who's gonna be fucking Reed Richards? Right? Remember that? Oh, people were just remember all the names people were throwing around for the whole Fantastic Four until February 14th, 2024. We got an official cast on Valentine's Day. You remember all the names being thrown around for this movie for 2 freaking years? I sure do. I sure freaking do, guys. It was a lot. It was a lot. Okay, it was a lot. Oh, and this guy now it looks like in this video he's slowly starting to turn, maybe change his opinion. Remember, opinions are always subject to change, right? Opinions are not facts. Opinions are opinions, they're not facts. So it looks like it might be slowly changing his opinion on this, on what he thinks about Fantastic Four, even though I disagree with him on a bunch of other things, like about the Fantastic Four. I think I think you gotta put the previous Fantastic Four movies aside. Okay, the previous Fantastic movies aside. Okay, it's gonna do much better than the 2015 version because that's horrible, and it'll probably do better than the mid 2000s versions because the MCU's behind it. And look at the cast. You got freaking Pedro Pascal, one of the top 5 actors in Hollywood today that every studio is once working with for. Lead role in Last of Us. It's going to appear in the upcoming Gladiator sequel movie. What's up, Sideways? Gladiator movies. So look, let's see. Star power is great for this film. Pedro Pascal. Okay, Vanessa Kirby. Not on the level as Pedro Pascal, but Vanessa Kirby, Mission Impossible, Hobbs and Shaw, The Crown. She she's a go-to right now too. Okay, and then you got Epic Barack Moss, whose name is climbing the ranks. All right, climbing the ranks, and you got Joseph Quinn, who was a was a breakout star from Stranger Things. Everybody couldn't stop talking about Joseph Quinn from Stranger Things. His character was just phenomenal in Stranger Things. One of the best characters in Stranger Things ever. People just fell in love with that character. And I fell in love with that character, man. Not romantically, but that character was just fucking awesome. Okay? Okay? And he's gonna be the villain in the Gladiator too. So both Joseph Quinn and Patrick Pascal, who are Fantastic Four, are going to be in Gladiator 2, which comes out very, very soon in November. So that'll just help. Oh, shut up, Brad. You're staying. I need you to stay. Okay, so that would help. Oh, you're going home from work, Red? Okay. Yeah, you do because their preview. Netflix is gonna. I believe Netflix. I believe Netflix is having a presentation next week on their upcoming TV shows, streaming shows. I believe that's next week. I could be wrong. I don't know, blinded. I just saw your comment now on my poll. That's pretty funny. Yes, it will be called Dawn of Justice Blinded if you're here. Okay. Um, Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below, guys. Let's see what else. Let's see what kind of questions he's being asked.
All right, guys.
Let's see what kind of questions
With
being
that
asked.
down, let's get to why we're here, which is taking your comments and questions that people sent in this weekend, shall we? Let's get over to, we're going to start things off with Donaldo Martinez, who writes, after recently watching Iron Claw, which was great with Zac Efron, Jeremy White, wonderful movie. I wonder if we will ever get a movie about the Hart family. So for those of you who don't follow wrestling, the
Oh
Hart
no,
family is
no,
another, like the Von Erichs. They're
no.
a
We
legacy
won't.
family in
We
professional
won't.
wrestling, starting with the dad, the patriarch, Stu Hart. And then, of course, the most famous of the Harts, Bret the Hitman Hart. Best there is, best there was, best there ever will be. The excellence of execution. WCW champion, WWE champion, multiple tag team times champion with his brother-in-law, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, who was Bret Hart's brother-in-law. You had the Blue Blazer, Owen Hart, who was Bret's younger brother. Then you had one of the British Bulldogs was in the family. I mean look, it was a big family, right? Even one of the girls in the family is a big popular wrestler, all that kind of stuff. Now, of course, there was huge tragedy with the Hart.
Oh, he's at it again. Um. But that's a foreign Superman's gonna be the box office arm wrestling next year. I would say it's gonna be a three. If you have three arms wrestling, because you got Jurassic Park also. Jurassic Park also. And it's going to be coming out that year too. Hey George, what's up, George? Oh yeah, you were in the chat already. Okay, let me.
Hart family. When during a WWE show, Owen Hart, who was going under the moniker of the Blue Blazer at the time,
Oh,
was doing this entrance like from the high rafters, supposed to be coming in on a wire, and something went wrong and he fell to his
hey
death.
Anthony.
And it was a huge tragedy and all that
Okay,
kind of stuff. So
I'll tell you. I'll tell you the differences. Yeah, it's been 3 weeks. Okay, with this, I don't know why I'm talking wrestling on here, but with the Hearts, it's not gonna happen. They're not gonna do it with the Hearts because 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 with the Hearts, it's specifically Owen Hart's widow. Would it want that? Would Owen Hart's widow be appreciated? Would she give permission to whatever studio to have the Owen Hart story, the Owen Hart tragedy be part of it? So to me, I don't think we have a Hart thing. It's because of that. But if it on Eric's, I assume they got permission to do kind of a movie a biopic on that. But with the Harts, it's different. With Bret, it's specifically Owen Hart's family. immediate family. They may not. They. I don't think they would get permission for that. And I think whoever studio would have to be respectful of that. If they come up to, they could come up to Martha Hart and be like, "Yeah, we want to do this. We want to make a heart family, but we obviously a heart biopic tragedy movie, but we would like to have, but we would like to have Owen Hart. What happened with Owen Hart and play part of it. She probably will say no. Now the Hart family is strained some bit. Okay, it's a strained family. Okay, and what I mean by strained, specifically Owen Hart's immediate family and the rest of the Hart family is a strained relationship. So I don't think it's gonna happen.
Here's the thing. On its own, I would say, yeah, the story of the Hart family is definitely biographical worthy, right? Definitely, you can make a really interesting movie about it. The problem is, and let me double check this. Um, Iron Claw didn't.
What you should be doing is how much Superman will be making instead of talking about Fantastic Four for the last 2 weeks. And now with Jurassic Park, he should be making another thing with Jurassic Park coming out early July. He should be doing that too. You should add Jurassic Park to the equation there, man, to the picture. That's a good point. If there's one movie that may not do at the box office, it's not Superman. It's fantastic. It is. I mean, it's not Fantastic Four. It's not Jurassic Park. It's most likely Superman. Superman has the lowest potential of doing the best in July, making the most in July. Okay. Also, to be fair, Fantastic Four comes out end in July, so it won't make technically the most in July, but afterwards, right? So afterwards, when you add it all up, box office wise, you get the idea, the point I'm trying to make.
Really make any money at the box office. Worldwide, it made $45 million, despite the fact that it was really good.
Okay, okay, he's right. It was a really, really good movie. I did not see it, but I know it was very good. People loved it. The thing is, the thing is, with all due respect, the Eric's tragic story, one of the hottest acts in wrestling especially in the Texas territory. So this is back in the 80s, 70s. Wrestling was more of a territorial kind of sport. Okay, that's right. They were the hottest thing in down south. The hottest thing, the most popular, one of the most popular, I guess, acts, celebrities in Texas. But more people know the Hearts worldwide and domestically than Von Erichs. I'm sorry, just the Hearts are more popular than the Von Erichs. Bret Hart especially. Bret Hart especially.
There it is. Iron Claw, worldwide gross $45 million. It was a great movie with a great cast.
Cheesy, thin, and crispy. Cheese It snapped.
Get ready. Get ready.
Um, I mean, it could have gotten some more awards attention, to be honest. I thought the movie was wonderful. But despite the fact that it had well-known cast, despite the fact, especially Jeremy White being so hot with The Bear right now and winning Emmys,
Yeah.
and it was wonderful, and it still only managed to make $45 million, that to me will be a big hurdle for any potential investors or studio to go, should we make a Heart movie?
I think his Heart movie is just more complicated than that, man. Unfortunately. Yes, let's see. Let me see some. Let me scroll. There's any more. Um,
But second part and over season one. Like, see, again, not 100% accurate to what the writings were, but hardly any show or movie, and are concerned about Superman's release date, 1 week after Jurassic World and 2
Here we
before
go.
Fantastic Four.
Here we go.
Valid
Here
concern.
we go.
Should they move? I think it's okay. This is going to sound contradictory, but I believe, number one, no, they should not move, but also, sure, it's a valid concern, right? Whenever you have other big movies around you, it can be a concern. But these movies are not coming out in October. These movies are not coming out in a February. They're coming out in summer.
So he has a point. If you know this, movies do well in the summer. Whether how close they come out to each other, they do very well in the summer. It's usually the early years of the year, and the the years of the year, they don't do well. But in the summertime, they usually do well. It's true. It's true. A lot of movies are doing solid right now that have come out. Like obviously Inside Out, Deadpool, Wolverine, Wellness for extent. Beetlejuice is doing an okay opening, but he's right. He's right though. He's right.
And that's, other than Christmas, I mean, summer's that's when most people are going to the movies.
Yeah, summer blockbuster, where we get the term summer blockbuster because, well, kids are at camp or they're not at camp. Teachers don't really have to work, right? And there's more things to do, right? And people go out more in the in the summer too, right? So obviously, obviously people are more likely to go to the movies in the summer because people go out more in the summer, So he is kind of right. I know you're gonna say June last year, June. Yeah, last year, but that was still in June. School was still going around in June and stuff. Now, right? But it got to July. We're barely in promotion. Oppenheimer and Barbie did very, very well with barely in promotion because of the writers and actor strike, right? So market is going to go. It's going to be big, but I'm sure Jurassic Park and Marvel and Fantastic Four are going to do the exact same thing. Exact same thing. All right.
There is a lot of business to go around. Also, you know, the Barbenheimer effect
Barbenheimer
kind of showed us that you can have multiple big movies in theaters at the same time.
Yeah.
Granted, with Barbenheimer, you had two wildly different kinds of movies.
Yep.
Right? With Oppenheimer and Barbie, clearly. Two very wildly different kinds of movies that would be going for a lot of the different audiences, right?
Yeah.
But they came out on the same day. And almost both of them made over $1 billion. Mm-hmm. Like Barbie made well over $1 billion, and Oppenheimer came very close to making $1 billion.
Yeah, that's true.
So Fantastic Four is going to be going after the same demographic as Superman, but they're not coming out on the same day. They're not even coming out 1 week apart. They're coming out 2 weeks apart. I think that's totally fine. Because that means when Fantastic Four comes out, Superman will be on its third weekend, which means it will have made the better chunk of its money by then already. And here's the reality. If people want to see Superman, they're going to go see Superman.
I'm going to see Superman day one.
If they want to see Jurassic World, they're going to see Jurassic World.
I'll see Jurassic World day one too.
Superman and Jurassic World, they'll see one and then they'll see the other. Or all three. Again,
those three guaranteed have my money.
No, I don't think they should move. I think they've got a choice spot. There's a lot of business to be had in that month, enough to go around. And again, if people aren't going to go see Superman because they want to wait to see Fantastic Four, I would propose that there's a pretty good chance they wouldn't have gone to see Superman anyway.
Yep.
So, is it legit to be concerned? Sure. But do I think they should move? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think they've got a great spot for them. And by the way, I have
So
never
Anthony,
believed. You
he
guys
doesn't
know this.
think
You've watched me.
Superman
I have never
will
believed that this
suffer.
Superman movie is going to make a lot of money. They've got the number one job of Superman is
I think a Superman movie is gonna make more than Man of Steel, though. I think he's gonna do better than Man of Steel.
not to make money. The number one job of Superman is to be great and to start the rehabilitation of DC's image. Because the movie going audience gave up on DC, right? We saw that. Black Adam, Blue Beetle, Flash, all box offices which are right down in the mud. The audiences had completely abandoned the DC brand. They just had. That's not an opinion. That's
How do you feel about? Yeah, yeah. It's I'm starting to have my doubts and questions about certain things that James Gunn is is maybe suggesting, like why would this make sense? Why this and this? Like I'm certainly having some of my doubts on some potential things coming out, possibly that he may implant in his DCU. I'm uh I would say I was more excited months ago, maybe even a year ago, but now my excitement, I still have that excitement for his stuff. It's just it's not as once was. And the James Brolin Hal Jordan stuff, I find so really weird. I just don't see James Brolin as Hal Jordan, and it's supposed to be older Hal Jordan, but I understand an older Hal Jordan, but James Brolin's like he's not. He plays Josh Brolin. Josh Brolin. So no, James is his father. Josh Brolin. He really plays kind of the same characters in all his movies. He always has that face in his films, right? In his stuff, he always has that face like that grumpy, old, cranky kind of face, right? And that doesn't suit Hal Jordan. Oh, right? It's not Hal Jordan to me. Oh, I'm not. I'm excited for the Avenger movies over the Superman movie. I'm more excited for the Avenger movies. Honestly, I'm excited for the Avenger movies over the Superman movies. I think it's gonna be awesome. It's just that James Gunn is incorporating what he likes about the DCU, right? Which is fine, but he also has to incorporate in the DCU what works and what's popular, not what he likes. Okay, because sometimes you see with when people when they put what when you hear creators do what they like, sometimes it does a backfire. Look at look at Acolyte. Yeah, so with Acolyte, that that show was a mess, and stuff like that. When you incorporate stuff like that you like in your shows too much, I think it would. I think it doesn't work. Instead of what people like. Now I no with Acolyte. No, I disagree with the actress. Okay, yeah, this is a DC thing, James John Campea thing. But with the actress, I disagree with. I mean, I when she came out saying this show was sabotaged by right wing conservatives. They're never gonna like this. They're the reason the show got canceled. I'm gonna say I agree, and before I agree and disagree because those people are always gonna hate Star Wars no matter what, and they're gonna use their classic tropes. The I'm excited for Creature Commando. Oh yeah, I'm excited for that. they're gonna use their classic tropes of why this show failed. Oh, it's because it's woke, right? And the actress came out with a statement, right, like a couple days ago, and said, "Yeah, this show is because of you. That's why basically she's blaming them for why this show, did not do well, right? Where and also she said it was before the show even aired. She blamed them for people not being interested in the show. Okay, now I think differently than those people she's calling out, but but I think but the show did not cancel because of those people. The show got canceled because the ratings dropped, not because of them, not because of those guys that most of us in the chat disagree with. It's not because of that, and not all right. It's not because of people like from the Fandom Menace or the anti-woke, the chuds. It's not because of that. Yeah, they were always going to hate the show no matter what because it's Star Wars. It's not because of them. The reason it got canceled because the ratings dropped with each episode on the streaming service, like Nielsen and all of that, and the writing wasn't very good, and so they got dropped. So she's taking it too personal. She's blaming them for the failures of the show and why it's not getting season two, which to me is ridiculous because I don't think that's not the reason. I'm excited to see Doom, man. I'm excited to see both movies. We just gotta see, man. My problem with James Gunn is I don't know my problem with James Gunn. I have a little bit of issues with James Gunn. What the hell is this? What the hell did I just do? Okay. I really do think Marvel. Well, look, Marvel for 2 months. For 2 months, looks like that more people excited again. Now they're really pushing Agatha. They're really pushing Agatha, which they should because it's the next project, so they really should be pushing their stuff. Agatha is it will determine if the goodwill Marvel has gained for the past 2 months will continue. I will watch Agatha. I will watch it. I will do it after the show. When Agatha after the first episodes and the first 2 episodes after air, I will be doing Agatha. All right, and after show Agatha, it'll probably be later than 10 o'clock. All right. Then like it'll probably be like maybe 10:30, 10:45. 9 p.m. it drops, right? So yeah, about 10:45, 10:30, 10:45. I'll be doing Agatha. Okay, but that's the 2 weeks, guys. For this week, we're gonna be a little busy this week, having fun. All right, and make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment. Where the hell was I? I forget where it was. I'm lost. Let's see what I used to say.
That's fact. The numbers prove it. So they got to understand, they know that they've got a long road ahead of them to build, number one, rebuild the trust with the audience. And that starts with making a great movie. So I don't believe the first Superman movie is going to make a lot of money. And I think they know it's not going to make a lot of money, but they also know that that's not the number one job of this movie. The number one job of this movie is to be a great movie and start to rebuild.
Yes, I agree. I don't think Superman is going to make $1 billion, honestly, but I think it'll make more than Man of Steel. I'm sorry. I think it's gonna make more than Man of Steel, and I'm not getting on this stream. I'm not gonna rub it in the Snyder Cult's face about that. A year from now, you're gonna see if it does make over more than Man of Steel. You're gonna see that whole craziness pick up again. And again, well, again, if it does make over more than Man of Steel, you're gonna see the Snyder fans got wild up. Uh, yeah, I like the Captain America: Brave New World Order trailer too, man. Um, but yeah, a year from now, guys, well, less than a year, prepare for Superman versus Man of Steel discourse on X. Okay, prepare for that because we are gonna get it. We're gonna get that.
Reputation, that belief, that faith in the audience, so that the next movie can make more and the movie after that can make more, and so on and so forth. They know this. It's very, very short-sighted people who think this Superman movie needs to make $900 million. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I know somebody who is going to. I know Degrassi would probably agree with Campea on this. Degrassi would definitely agree with Campea on this. He would definitely agree on this. Let me read your chapter, that not your chapter, your comment sideways. Uh, if I did the DCU slate, it would be Superman, Green Lantern film, DCU Batman, Blue Beetle series, DCU Wonder Woman film, Supergirl series, Batman, and Super. Uh, I honestly don't know how I would do my slate. Let you all know. I really don't know. I really don't know. I'll be honest.
If you're very, very, very short-sighted, it does. But if you're looking at the big picture, which James Gunn and Peter Safran are doing, you look at the big picture, it's not about how much Superman makes. It's about how much do the first 10
It wasn't
movies
really.
make.
It wasn't leaked, man.
So,
It wasn't really leaked.
because I don't think their number one priority on the Superman movies to have it make as much money as possible, because it's in a great place with the summer movie season, there's a lot of business to go around, and
But
because people who want to see it are going to see it.
hey, 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 I'm just excited for July next year, man. Look, look. I know, fantastic. I know Jurassic Park. The last two Jurassic Park movies I did not like. Or Jurassic World movies. They did not. I did not like. But 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 they did make billions. But I'm excited. I'm going to be excited for this Jurassic World Rebirth movie. Not well, yeah. Of course, Scarlett Johansson's in it. Obviously, like that helps. That helps. But that helps with Scarlett Johansson being in it. But Gareth Edwards directing, and go back to some of the original Jurassic Park writers. So I'm excited for that Jurassic Park movie. Actually, Jurassic World Rebirth. I'm excited for that. As you know. All right, let's go. Let's continue.
Regardless of what else is around it, I think they stay where they are. I really do. I think they stay where they are. But you never know. Stranger things have happened. All right. Next up, CR writes, the trailer for the new Chris Reeve documentary, the movie's called Super/Man, gave me both tears and chills. He was Superman in real life too. Again, man, you guys have heard me say it. They showed us the preview for Superman, this documentary about Christopher Reeve,
That's
back in
interesting. I'm
April
gonna
at
watch that. I'm
CinemaCon in
gonna watch
Las
that for
Vegas.
sure.
And everybody in that theater was in tears. Everybody in that theater was in tears over a trailer. If that is any indication of how emotional this movie's going to be, I suggest all of us go to the theaters with big boxes of tissue.
I'm gonna watch that.
Big boxes of
I'm
tissue.
gonna watch that Christopher Reeve doc. I think I'm gonna watch that. Man, like you could say he's our Superman. That's gonna be such. Oh man, that's gonna be such an uplifting, an uplifting a documentary that makes you smile, but also makes you sad too.
Are those happy tissues or sad tissues?
Yeah,
If you know the reference, good on you.
yeah.
Actually, drop it in the comment section if you know the reference. But I mean, the trailer itself had me tearing up. I have never had a trailer make me tear up. And this did it, and everybody was just bawling in the audience. I cannot wait to watch this thing. It's going to be so special. All right, next up. Danito writes, did you see that George R.R. Martin plans to write a blog post about everything that went wrong with House of the Dragon?
Really? Yeah, yeah. Apparently, he was not happy with House of the Dragon. Yeah, George R. R. Martin was not happy about the House of the Dragon. That you all know. He wasn't really happy about it. Let's see what. Let's see. Let's see if there's any more.
They've already explained it. End of Loki season 2. They really appreciate that, Gavin.
Okay, here's
welcome
another
to our
topic.
community.
Here's another topic.
All right, next up. Richard K. writes, do you think the Fantastic Four end credit scene will be Doctor Doom killing the Kang variants? No. And this can be their way of explaining why Kang is no longer in the MCU. No, they've already explained it. End of Loki season 2. They explained it. They finished the Kang problem.
See?
Loki season 2 ends with basically now the Time Variant Authority just going around cleaning up the remaining variants. They're just going around and picking off the remaining variants.
They did not say that. Guys. Were they going after the remaining time variants? I thought they said the one in the quantum realm has been dealt with. I don't remember them saying. Did they say they're going after the other ones? I don't remember. I don't remember from Loki season 2. I just remember the move referencing the one in the quantum realm. It's been dealt with. I don't remember, guys. I don't freaking remember. Let me know in the comments if you remember. Because I don't. I don't remember. All right. Should we continue?
So Loki season 2 already settled it. And quite frankly, well, number one, they're not going to bring Jonathan Majors back.
Nope.
To play Kang, so Robert Downey Jr. can go around killing Kangs.
Yeah, he can, technically.
And number 3, Doctor Doom killing Kangs, who Ant-Man beat, isn't really a big demonstration of Doctor Doom's power.
So, before we get back to this, there's an update on possible directing job for the DCU, director's role for DCU. Luca Guadagnino is reported looking to direct a film in James Gunn's DCU. So, DCU news to pass along.
Right? So, no, I do not think the end credit scene. I mean, listen, I could be wrong. I don't know that for a fact. I could totally be wrong. Maybe it is. I'm just saying my
you could be
opinion
wrong.
right now, as a fan, a year out, is that no, they will not do an end credit scene of Doctor Doom going around killing Kang variants.
No,
it
you're
wouldn't
not going to
serve
see
any
that.
purpose.
Probably not. I agree.
They've already closed off the Kang storyline. And really, it doesn't do anything to increase our feel of threat from Doctor Doom. Because remember, to establish that feeling of threat, they had Thanos beat a Hulk.
I agree.
Ant-Man beat Kang. So, I mean, it really wouldn't accomplish anything. So, my guess... And
he beat the Conqueror.
No, I don't personally think there's any chance that they... And,
I think I do think there could be an after credits scene with Kang, not with Kang, with Doctor Doom and Fantastic Four. But hear me out. I think there's also a possibility, a strong possibility that Doctor Doom will be in Fantastic Four, but will not be a credit scene or a mid credit scene or a post credit scene. I think there's a strong possibility he actually may be in the film, the actual film, not the credit scenes at all. Period. 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 Kang had a lot of potential to be a good villain, but they kind of screwed him up a bit, and Jonathan Majors screwed up the whole multiverse saga. Jonathan Majors really derailed the plans of the Marvel MCU, man. Really, really changed everything, right? But I think there could have been. But I really think there's a chance that. I really do think there's a chance that Robert Downey's Doom may not be a mid or a post credit scene. That's my hot take for that's my hot take for Fantastic Four. That Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom is not a mid or post credit scene. Not N-O-T. N-O-T. Yeah, you heard it from here, folks. Okay? Now, if you to back me up on that, it's just a prediction. You can call me crazy, but I know crazy, and I'm far from it. Actually, I did get things back in the past correct based on guessing predictions. I'm telling you, they do. Trust me, they do. I just read something on X. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. What do you guys think? What do you think, guys? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you think Doctor Doom is going to be in Fantastic Four? And if you do, what role do you think it's going to be in? You think it's going to be a mid post credit scene, or you think it's actually going to be in the actual film itself, not the mid or post credit scene? Let me know in the comments on the side, and afterwards when this stream is done, let me know in the comments below.
Fantastic Four with that. All right, next up. Simon Section writes and sends in a $20 tip. Thank you so much, Simon, for supporting us on that level, man. And Simon writes, John, been a fan since your Batman versus Superman reaction video to Collider. Thank you. Honestly,
Okay,
I'm
we
more
don't need to
excited.
see this. Let's see what else. See what else. Let's see if there's some Fantastic Four stuff we could go over, or Marvel stuff, or whatever comic stuff.
Hey, it's me,
All right.
your dry skin. Help me stay hydrated and healthy looking all day with CeraVe facial moisturizing lotions.
And then we're gonna end the stream.
I didn't hate Terminator Salvation. I don't. Resurrection. My eyes out. Awful. Number two, if he is in the movie but only in a post-credit Hollywood Bowl event, I bet the sound quality is incredible. Salvation. Alien was a dead franchise. Matrix 4, that was horrible. Terminator Salvation. I didn't hate Terminator Salvation.
Oh.
I didn't hate Terminator Salvation.
Worst.
I don't think it was great, but I didn't. Worst of those four. Time in November, they'll the Elven King. Everybody is up. Let's hope that continues. Pardon me. Next up.
Look. I'm not going to talk about Wings of Power much here. Oh, 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 oh! An update. Update. If you're reading this, an update on Green Lantern, Hal Jordan casting. Oh my God. Rumor. If Josh Brolin turns down Hal Jordan, Ewan McGregor and and Matthew McConaughey are being eyed to star as Hal Jordan in Lanterns. So if Josh Brolin turns it down the role of Hal Jordan, Ewan McGregor and Matthew McConaughey are on the list of who might be Hal Jordan if Josh Brolin turns it down. Damn. I have my own content. Well, you can look it up. Sideways is on X right now. And you don't like, you don't have to watch.
Alex Gollum writes, Elrond.
All right. All right. Yeah. So that's apparently according to Jeff Snyder. The That's according to Jeff Snyder. To let you know, Jeff Snyder. Okay. All right. I think that's about it. I can't find anything else. All right. Yeah. That's just weird, man. Like weird casting. Weird casting. If I mean, McGregor. I mean, can you imagine? I don't know. I don't know if I could picture them as Hal Jordan. Hal Jordan. If they're going to be Hal Jordan, this is to be a very different Hal Jordan. Hal Jordan than what we're commonly used to. It's going to be very It's going to be very. It's going to be. You're going to have a. It's going to be a contrast to. Well, Ryan Reynolds is a Hal Jordan. That's for sure. Yeah, he's gonna be a rookie. He's gonna be a rookie. Apparently, he's gonna be like a rookie or a young lantern learning on the job, and Hal is gonna be the one taking him under his wing, guiding him, teaching him. Apparently, that's gonna be the story, the story between the two. You know, it's basically how the police force is, right? The rookie learns under the veteran, right? To learn on this on the to learn on the job. All right. So that's gonna be weird. All right. All right. I think that's it. Tomorrow. All right. Yeah. So that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you. Hour and 30 minutes is good. All right. I think that's good stuff. Uh, Tomorrow we'll do something fun tomorrow. Maybe me and Blind want to do something fun. Not detracting anybody, but something fun. Something fun tomorrow, or Friday, no Friday. Okay, tomorrow we'll do something fun. Thursday we'll do something. I don't know yet. Friday we're gonna do a Beetlejuice spoiler review. That's gonna be Friday night, okay? And Saturday I'm not gonna do something Saturday, but Sunday we'll do something. All right. So once again, we'll find something to do tomorrow and 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 Thursday. I'm thinking not detracting stuff. We're thinking more fun stuff tomorrow and Thursday and Friday. Okay. And then I think Sunday we'll do a detracting video. All right. Yeah. So look out for all that. So Friday is the definite. We're doing Beetlejuice spoiler review. That's a definite. Okay. Definite. 100% definite. All right. Tomorrow and Thursday we'll do something fun. Friday, yeah. Okay. It's Friday. Okay. So once again, tomorrow and Thursday something fun. Fun. Not detracting anybody. And for people like this, go fucking look on my channel. I just don't do this stuff. Man. Why don't you make your own content? You don't tell me what to do. Whatever. Bye. Bye. So I'll see you